Creating a community of lifelong learners.
Welcome to Word Step-by-Step Guide. This is Guide 3 of Microsoft Word. This tutorial will discuss about productivity features in Word. The following topics will be discussed: quick parts, forms, mail merge, spelling and grammar, hyperlinks. I hope you will find it useful. Let's start this tutorial. We will discuss about quick parts features in Word. Word quick parts are reusable text elements that allows you to insert reusable text in a document without having to retype it each time. Word store those repeated texts or paragraphs in its gallery. These reusable blocks of content are also called building blocks. Let's start by creating quick part. On our current document, first select the text or sentence that we want to save to the gallery. Then go to the Insert tab, in the text group, click Quick Parts, and then click Save Selection to Quick Part Gallery. On the dialog box, we can change the name, and add a description. For this exercise, we leave it as default and click OK. Now we have created the first quick part. This time we will create auto text. We will repeat the above same steps, and save it as auto text. By clicking the quick parts and then select auto text instead. And then click Save Selection to Auto Text Gallery. We have created auto text feature. Now after creating the quick part, let's practice how to make use of quick part. By adding quick part to our current document. First select the insertion point, where we want to insert our selection from the quick parts gallery. Then on the Insert tab, in the text group, we click Quick Parts, and then click the text we saved earlier. Using the same method above, we can insert auto text. By clicking Insert and select auto text. Alternatively, we could also start typing the same text that we saved as auto text. Word will remember those text, and click Enter. Now those text are automatically entered in our document. Now we will modify the quick part content that we just created. Start by placing the cursor at the insertion point. On the Insert tab, click Quick Parts, and then click Building Blocks Organizer. Select the building block name and click Insert. Now the quick part text appear in our document. We can start making format changes to the text, such as color. Once we finish making changes, we will select the revised text. Then again go to the Insert tab, and then click Save Selection to Quick Part Gallery. In the dialog box, we need to type the original name. In order to replace the original entry in the gallery, click OK. Please note, to replace the original entry, the name, the category, and the gallery must be the same as the original. On the confirmation dialog box, click Yes to redefine the building block. Now our building block have been modified with the revised entry. Try inserting the revised quick part into our document. Now let's perform renaming quick part. In this exercise, we will rename our quick part that we just created. We will access the building block organizer again, by going to Insert tab, and in the text group we click Quick Parts. We will select the name of the building block that we want to rename, and click Edit Properties. On the Modify Building Block dialog box, we can simply type a new name for the entry, and then click OK. On the prompt to redefine the building block entry, click Yes to confirm. Deleting quick part. Deleting or removing quick part is pretty simple. First, open a document that contains the quick part that we want to delete. Then go to Insert tab, in the text group, click Quick Parts, and then click Building Blocks Organizer. On the Building Block Organizer dialog box, select the quick part that we want to delete. And then click the Delete button. On the prompt, click Yes to confirm deletion of the entry in the building block. Now the entry is removed from the building block gallery. Please note, the content might still appear in our document. Under Quick Part drop-down, there is a feature called Document Property. Document properties are details about document itself, such as title, author name, subject, and keywords. All these properties are used to identify the document's topic or contents, which can be used to organize the documents, and for searching based on their properties. Let's view document properties, and then add document properties for our current document. First, access the Backstage view, by clicking the File tab. Then click Info. Under Property you can see the basic info, such as file size, pages, words, and so on. We can enter document properties such as title, tags and comment. Click arrow below the properties, and select Advanced Properties. Here you can add more document properties, under Summary tab, such as company name. Under Custom tab, we can create our own property, with predefined value. Or we can select from the existing list and add the value accordingly. In this exercise, we are not going to create a custom document property. Click OK to close the dialog box. Now let's continue, and add company name into our document. Go to Insert tab, and click the arrow on Header, and select Edit Header. Select Document Info and choose Company from the list. Close Header and Footer or press the Escape key to exit. Now our document will have a header with company name on every page of the document. We could also add other document property, such as the date the document is created into our document. First, go to Insert tab, and select Quick Parts, and select Field. On the dialog box in the Field Names list, choose Create Date. Select the date format on the center column, and click OK to close the dialog box. Now the document creation date is added in our document. This feature can be useful for some circumstances. This concludes our discussion about quick part features in Word. We will discuss about forms in Word. Word allows to create digital forms, so that people can fill out certain information in uniform manner. Forms simplify the process, with having standard answer and only provide specific information. In this exercise, we will create a simple form. Let's start. Before we can start creating a form, we need to enable the Developer tab. By default, the Developer tab is turned off. First, click the File tab, then select Options at the bottom. On the dialog box, click Customize Ribbon tab. If you notice the column on the right, the Developer is unchecked. Please check the Developer checkbox, then click OK. The Developer tab now appears on the ribbon. Let's start by creating the layout and structure of the form. For this exercise, we have prepared the layout and structure for simple registration form. Now on our layout form, we can start adding form fields to our document. On the Developer tab ribbon, under Controls group, enable the Design Mode button. Next, place the insertion point for the name field on the second column. On the Developer tab ribbon, under Controls group, select Plain Text Content Control field. And click Properties button, and enter the title and tag and click OK. On the next row under Gender, place the insertion point and click drop-down list Content Control button. Then click Properties button, and enter the title and tag under General tab. Enter the value for the drop-down list, such as male and female, by clicking the Add button and click OK. On the third row next to Date of Birth, place the insertion point, and click Date Picker Content Control. Click the Properties button, under General, type the title and the tag, leave the rest as default and click OK. Lastly, on the last row, place the insertion point for the field, and click Checkbox Content Control, then click Properties button, and enter the title and tag. Change the check symbol to check mark and click OK. Now let's try our form, by filling out those information. First, let's turn off the design mode. Now we are ready with our simple registration form. Let's finalize our form before sending to user to fill out. We need to restrict the form, so user won't be able to remove or make changes. Still on the Developer tab, make sure the design mode is turned off, and click the Restrict Editing button. On the Restrict Editing pane on the right, click the Editing Restriction List arrow, and select Filling in Forms. This option means, user won't be able to move, delete, or edit the fields. Next, click the Yes, Start Enforcing Protection button. On the dialog box for the password, leave password empty. A password is optional, then click OK. Now our form is ready. Don't forget to save the form. We will discuss about mail merge features in Word. Mail merge allows you create personalized document for each recipient. Mail merge often used to produce multiple letters, labels and envelopes using information stored in a list. In the following example, we have prepared marketing letter for our clients. We would customize this letter for each and individual customer, with their name and address. Go to Mailings tab, then click the Start Mail Merge command. Then select Step-by-Step Mail Merge Wizard from the drop-down menu. The Mail Merge pane will appear on the right column. There are 6 steps to complete a merge. In our example, we will select letters, and at the bottom click Next Starting Document. Next we will select Use the current document, and click Next Select Recipient. On step 3, we will select Use an existing list, and then click Browse to select the file. For the exercise, we have the address for our clients in Excel spreadsheet. We will locate our Excel spreadsheet file, then click Open. Next, select the worksheet that contains the list, then click OK. On the next dialog box, in the Mail Merge Recipients, we can check or uncheck which recipients we want to be included in the merge. In this exercise, we leave it as default, which include all recipients, and click OK. Then for the next step, click Next, write your letter at the bottom. Place the insertion point in the document. This is where our client name and address will appear. Choose one of the placeholder options. In our example, we'll select Address block. On the dialog box, select the desired options, then click OK. A placeholder address block will appear in our document, at the top of our letter. Next, we want to add greeting line placeholder, just above the body of our letter. We can place the insertion just above the first paragraph for the greeting line placeholder. Choose one of the placeholder options. In our example, we'll select greeting line. On the dialog box, select the desired options, then click OK. Click Next, preview your letters to move to step 5. This is to verify the information appears correctly in our letter. We can use the left and right scroll arrows to view each version of the document. Next, we can complete the mail merge process, to move to step 6. On last step, we can click Print to print the letters, or we can edit individual letters. We will discuss about spelling and grammar in Word. How to perform spelling and grammar checking. By default, Word automatically checks for spelling and grammar error. You may notice, some words have wavy red and blue lines beneath them. That indicates possible spelling or grammar errors. The red line indicates possible spelling error, and blue line indicates possible grammar error. These lines are just visual indicators, they would not appear when document is printed. How to review and correct individual words. Right-click the word with red line beneath that is misspelled. A context menu appears with suggested spelling corrections. Select the word from the list. How to review the entire document. Select the Review tab. In the proofing group, click Spelling and Grammar command. A task pane will open on the right, that will check every spelling or grammar mistake found on the document. Please note, the spell checker will pause if you click into the document, while the spell checker is active. Click Resume to reactivate the spell checker. On task pane, click Ignore to move on to the word. Or click Change or Change All button to fix the spelling error. If you notice, Word also detect the street name as spelling error. We can ignore once, ignore all, or add the word into the dictionary, so the word will not detect it as spelling error. Ignore once means, this will skip the word without changing it. Ignore all means, we'll skip the word without changing it, and it will also skip all other instances of the word in the document. Add to dictionary, means we'll add the word to the dictionary so it will never come up as an error. Just make sure that the word is spelled correctly. A dialog box will appear that says Spell check has completed. Click OK. Now let's change the automatic spelling and grammar check settings. First click the File tab to access Backstage view, then click Options. On the dialog box, select Proofing. There are several options to choose from. We can turn off spelling and grammar errors, or frequently confused words, by simply uncheck those options. Please note, when you are sharing the document to someone else, those spelling and grammar errors may still appear when they view the document. You need to check the box next to Hide spelling errors in this document only, and Hide grammar errors in this document only, then click OK to confirm. This will hide spelling and grammar errors, so the wavy red and blue lines will not show up on any computer. This concludes our discussion about spelling and grammar checking. We will discuss about hyperlink in Word. Word allows you to create hyperlink, which provide access to website, email address, or specific location in the document. Hyperlink simplify the process, and allows error-free, than manual typing of website or email address. In this exercise we will be creating hyperlink to a website. First select the text that we want to display as a hyperlink. Right-click mouse on the selected text, then click Insert Hyperlink. On the hyperlink box, we will type the link the address box. We can also press Ctrl+K key on the selected text to create the hyperlink. When you create a hyperlink in Word, you'll be able to choose both the address and the display text. Here we can also change the display text. In this exercise, we will leave it as is, and click OK to close the dialog box. To follow the hyperlink that we just created, press and hold the Ctrl key and click the hyperlink. This will launch our default browser to open the website. For this exercise, we will not click the link to open the website. As mentioned earlier, we can also create link for email address. When the email address link is clicked, it will launch the email application such as Outlook, and start composing new message to that particular email address. Here we will select email address and create the hyperlink by right-clicking the mouse. On the dialog box select email address, then type the email address, text to display and the subject. And click OK to close the dialog box. To test our email address hyperlink, press and hold Ctrl key and click the link. And select the email application and click OK. For this exercise, we will not be composing new email, instead we just click our mouse outside the box to close it. Besides website and email address, we can also create link to a specific location or page within the same document. First we need to create a bookmark. Select the text which will be the hyperlink destination. On the Insert tab, click Bookmark. In the Bookmark dialog box, type the name for our selected content into the bookmark name text box. In this case we will type benefits. Then click Add button to close the dialog box. Now we need to select the text that we want to create a hyperlink for. Right-click the selected text, then choose Hyperlink from the context menu. In the Insert Hyperlink dialog box, click Place in this document option from the left link to pane. Select the bookmark name that we just created, under the Bookmarks section and click OK. Now, let's test our hyperlink. click the hyperlink that we just created. Now the cursor is pointing to the benefits text. This feature is useful when the document is large and contains many pages such as manual or documentation. Once we have created or inserted a hyperlink, we can right-click the hyperlink to edit, open, copy, or remove the hyperlink. To remove a hyperlink but keep the text, we can right-click the text that contain the hyperlink, and click Remove Hyperlink. To edit hyperlink, right-click the text that contains the hyperlink, and click Edit Hyperlink. On the dialog box, make necessary changes and click OK to close. This topic wrapped up Lesson 3. I hope you enjoy and continue with next lesson. Please share your view and feedback. Please do not forget to subscribe and like this video. Thank you and have a nice day.